is coming to Philly. Free agent forward agreed to a 4-year, $212 million max contract with the Sixers. What does this mean for the future of the 76ers and for the rest of the Eastern Conference? For those of you who know our podcast schedule, you know we record on the weekend and then we have an episode dropping tomorrow. But Paul George news is way too big to wait, so I'm taking this one solo, and we will talk about it on the podcast. But for now, Paul George is a Philadelphia 76er. It's very exciting, a huge free agency signing. Obviously, they gave him a max deal. It happened very fast. NBA free agency just started. He had a meeting with the 76ers last night, and then this morning he signed with them. So happened very, very fast. Now the Sixers have a big three of Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George. It's great on paper. Love it. I personally am not sure how I feel about it. I've been talking with some of my other Sixers friends about it. I love the big three. It's great. Recently, the teams that have won, we've seen haven't been the super teams. It's been well-rounded teams. Obviously, they've had stars, Nuggets, Jokic. Celtics, they've got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. But we haven't seen teams constructing their rosters in a big three style. Closest we had to that was the Phoenix Suns. That didn't go well for them. So I would have loved to see the Sixers take Maxey, Embiid, and build a roster of a bunch of shooters and defenders, rotational pieces around them. But you can't complain about getting Paul George. So it's going to be a very entertaining team to watch for sure. They also brought back Kelly Oubre. Can't forget about Kelly Oubre. He's back with the Sixers on a 2-year deal. So we've got the starting lineup mostly set. It'll be Maxey and Embiid, of course. You add Paul George and then Kelly Oubre probably starting for them. So you've got your guard, your center, 2 wings. We'll see who fits in as the 5th piece in the starting rotation. I would love if they brought back Buddy Hield. That would be fantastic. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is also a prime candidate in free agency. We'll see there's a lot of different ways they can go with that. They could add a guard. They could add a wing. They have flexibility now with Paul George in the middle of that lineup. So that remains to be seen. Obviously, we'll be talking about all of that. But Paul George specifically, he's 34. They signed him to a 4-year deal. So that would take him till he's 38. Not ridiculous, but we can assume he's not LeBron. He probably won't be quite as great when he's 38. But the Sixers are going all in right now. Joel Embiid isn't getting any younger. He gets injured pretty much every year. I'm one of the most optimistic fans that you will meet, and even I have just come to the reality. I don't think Embiid's going to be able to play a whole year completely healthy. So having Paul George is super helpful for that. If Embiid gets hurt in the regular season again, you still have Paul George and Tyrese Maxey instead of just Maxey. He did all right when Embiid was out last year, but now he has Paul George to help him. That'll be huge. So the Sixers, we knew this was going to be a big offseason for them. They have a bunch of cap space. They have the ability to really revamp the roster with a bunch of people available. And they've started with a bang. Paul George on the Philadelphia 76ers. What do you guys think of this move? Was it the right decision? Should they have gone with just multiple rotational pieces to fill out their roster? What do you guys think? And what do you think is next for the Sixers?
Hopefully, this offseason we find a way to get better and, add some pieces. And,
add some pieces.